What turns a competent piano performance into one that makes you stop, lean in, and say, wow? Today, we are featuring one of the most beloved and respected pedagogues in the piano teaching world, Ingrid Clarfield. Professor of Piano Emerita at Westminster Choir College of Rider University, Ingrid Clarfield is a nationally recognized performer, lecturer, and author. She has presented workshops, lecture recitals, and masterclasses in over 170 cities across 40 states. This video is broken down into 5 sections. First, an explanation by Ingrid on an OK versus wow performance, Baroque, classical, and romantic period demonstrations, and finally, a special clip of Ingrid teaching a student. Make sure to visit the description for timestamps to skip around the video.
But first, let's address the title of this webinar. From OK to wow, tips for making competent performances exceptional. To do this, I think we first need to define competent when describing piano playing. I asked teachers this same question at the NJMTA conference a few weeks ago. I was invited by the board to do a session addressing the differences between what we call honors versus high honors at our annual auditions. I began by asking the audience what they considered honors, or what we will call for today's webinar, competent. Here are the responses from the teachers. Correct notes, correct rhythm, dynamics observed, good balance, appropriate pedaling, and a suitable tempo. We then developed a list of what teachers thought was necessary to receive a high honors rating, or what we will refer to as exceptional. All of the above, of course, but then conveying character and moods, physical involvement, opening and closing gestures, stylistic integrity, tasteful rubato, good voicing, and appropriate tempo or tempi to convey the mood or moods in the piece. I also asked similar questions to my private students at studio classes preparing for our annual state competition. I asked them to say what they think describes acceptable versus outstanding. My 6 to 9-year-olds said clarity, contrast, character. They know that Mrs. C loves C words, including chocolate too. So the smart ones bring extra chocolate to my lessons. My 10 to 13-year-olds answered using the following words: articulation, body movement, good tone, contrast and dynamics, changing moods, and clarity. So today, I'd like to play some examples for you demonstrating what we clearly think depicts the difference between competent and exceptional. I've chosen examples from my books because these books reflect what I feel are the most important elements of playing stylistically and artistically correct. So let's start with the Baroque period. We decided to start with a minuet by Telemann. We will play it competently. We hope you will hear the difference when we play this version, where we do quite a bit more with the articulation, the dynamics, and some ornamentation on the repeats, and hopefully it'll look more like a dance too. So for the second, we didn't do the second half twice, but I hope you heard some different articulation and ornamentation that is such fun to teach students. And those that really like to jazz it up, I have my students add even more.
If you enjoyed this video so far, there is so much more waiting for you at PianoInspires.com. For less than $3 a month, you can unlock access to hundreds of teaching videos covering technique, deep dives into diverse repertoire, archived webinars, and so much more. And that's not all. Your subscription also includes every issue of Piano Magazine, our renowned quarterly publication with over 20 years of inspiring content. It's packed with insights and resources for piano teachers, learners, and performers alike. Visit PianoInspires.com today and use code YouTube15 for 15% off your subscription. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to the video.
Next, move into the classical period, a piece you all have probably taught hundreds of times, and we're hoping to give you some new ways to make it a little more exceptional. Sorry, first we're going to do the competent version. Okay, wasn't that lovely? So we're hoping you'll hear when we play again from the Classics for the Developing Pianist book. We've added some tasteful pedaling, which is fine on long notes in the classical period, and a lot more dynamics. As wonderful as Beethoven was, he just assumed everyone would know where to get louder and softer. But he does have lots of fabulous dynamics, but I think we need to add a little bit more. More for the dominant. Second time more. So for the beginning, we just said place your hands gently on the keyboard and breathe, but feel the subdivision with the opening half note, because how often do students just start and they forget it's a half note? And for the ending, imagine the following lyrics as you play. Think, I slow down and bow my head, and then gently lift your head and hand together after the music fades. I slow down and bow my. Does it take a lot of practice to get a student to hold their head down? Yes, I am not showing any videos today of where I do hold students' heads down for a while. I think that would be problematic. Anyway, but there's nothing wrong with that. It will look so much better. Okay, what's up next here? Okay, moving on into the Romantic period. One of my favorite pieces, Waltz in A minor, that unfortunately is played so competently most of the time. Students get the idea there's a melody in the right hand, there's a bass, and there's a left hand that needs to be softer, but they miss a lot of the subtleties that are needed for this piece. We won't torture them too much with a competent performance, just we'll do a little bit. We all know what was missing there. Let's just do the ending for a second. Okay, so he did keep the left hand softer, but hopefully the next performance, the bass note will be a little louder than the chords, and we'll have that level texture we need: melody, bass, chords, accompaniment. I've also added lyrics to this, but I'm going to spare you all with my singing and just say the words ahead of time. Being on the faculty of Westminster Choir College, they have requested I do not sing in public. They do not find it good publicity. Anyway, the words are: I go to C, then flow to F, come around the top, relax on E. And what you'll notice when we get to the grace notes, that little trill, is the word relax. Help students. I to C, then flow to F, come around the top, relax on E. Now I take a little time. Bass. A second. Now I will take more time. Look at some videos that I think will show you what actually goes on during the lesson to get my students to that little bit higher level. First, I'd like to share a video of a 6-year-old, Lillian, playing Dennis Alexander's beautiful Valse Romantique. This was at her lesson about a month or 6 weeks before the competition where she was going to be performing this piece. So let's first look at Lillian's videos during the lesson, and Jason. And 2 and 3 and 1. Beautiful. I want you to start a little louder. 1 and 2 beautifully, with the exception of one place. We were hiccuping off the ends. This was the only place you had the hiccup. The next one where you had that. Okay, so try that. Show Mr. Gallagher how we have no hiccups. Just start at the top of that page, or wherever you can. It's okay. But here, I'm going to move just as soft. We don't want to go. One more time. We're going to hold this C playing. And now you're doing it perfectly, but you didn't do it before. Now do it without me talking. Same place, top of the page. Was that good or was that a hiccup? Talk to me. Do you think that was good or was there a hiccup? Well, I don't want a hiccup. Now, he has to leave in like 5 minutes. I want him to see this all fixed. No hiccup. Hold it. Hold it. Do you hear the difference?
No.
Do you hear the difference? Well, then do it right. It's so different. Let me do it wrong. No hiccups in my studio, except for unless you play a hiccup piece. Now we're getting softer, and now I want your head to start going down here, not wait till it goes now down here, down. Because what she does is this. So does that look funny? I'm going to do it again. This is you. It looks like your teacher pushed your head down. So instead, watch, now watch. I start going down. Do the end of the piece. Wait, starting down. Is that how we're going to end? Show Mr. Gallagher your beautiful gesture at the end. In fact, let's just do it from here, back here. Gradually now. Slow. And that looks like a professional.
Thanks again for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update. See you in the next video.